So we are back again with another video, and today we'll be doing our match preview and predicted lineup for Arsenal's game against Newcastle, way up north, St James's Park. And we just came off the back of a bad evening against Villarreal, in which we did lose 2-1. We've only won 2 in our last 9 in all competitions. Last game against Everton, poor loss. Week before, it felt like a defeat against Fulham, and Eddie Nketiah doing all them ones. Flip, turn it in, man. This club just has loser mentality rife all the way through it. But we do have a game against Newcastle now. We do have a decent record against Newcastle. You know, we usually do beat these lot. Now, we did play them in the FA Cup earlier, and we beat them in extra time. Smith Rowe and Aubameyang scoring 2 late goals to secure a win in the FA Cup. Obviously, we did get knocked out in the next round, but you know, we did get the job done. But Newcastle, we did also play them in the league, and I think we beat them 3 or 4-0. We pammed them, we finished them. But we usually beat them in the league, especially at home, especially away. But we are playing them up north at St James's Park. We are staying another day in Valencia, which is obviously where Villarreal is. So we're training another day in Villarreal before heading down to, I'm not sure if we're going to go to Colney, but we are playing up north in St James's Park before playing at the Emirates, so against Villarreal. So it's going to be a tricky one, and it'll be very interesting to see how many changes Arteta does make, because we do have a lot of players coming back from injury, because Aubameyang just came back, Lacazette's reportedly back, David Luiz is back, Tierney's back. How are these players going to be integrated back into the side? It's going to be very interesting to see. For me, as you can see here and down here, I will be bringing these players back, because I think players like David Luiz, players like Kieran Tierney, if we can get them a few minutes in this game against Newcastle, maybe play them, I don't know, for 50-60 minutes, and then take them off, get them ready for Villarreal, because players like Luiz and Tierney, I think we'll need them against Villarreal, because I just do not trust the defense we have at the moment. It's just shipping too many, not good enough. And hopefully the likes of Tierney will be ready for this one, and the likes of David Luiz as well. So yeah, that's all I can say on that one. But Newcastle, they won't have Joe Willock, who has been surprising a lot of us, scoring quite a few late goals. Spurs, Liverpool, West Ham, a few others that I can't remember. I think he scored 4 goals. He's got them 8 points. So he's doing well over there, Joe Willock, for Newcastle. I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal, but we can talk about that in the transfer window season. But let's look at some of the match stats for this game against Newcastle. So Newcastle have lost 15 of the last 16 league games against Arsenal, winning the other 2-1 in April 2018. I remember that one. I was on holiday in that game, so that was a tough one. We went 1-0 up, and then we conceded 2 quickly. So yeah, but still, we have a brilliant record against these lot. After losing their first 3 Premier League away games against Newcastle, Arsenal have suffered defeat in just 3 of their subsequent 22 visits to St James's Park, winning 11, drawing 8. Arsenal have won their last 6 meetings with Newcastle in all competitions, keeping a clean sheet in their last 5, only against Barnsley between 52 and 98 and Blackburn between 03 and 05 have they won 6 consecutive matches without conceding. Newcastle have just kept 1 clean sheet in the last 20 Premier League home games, doing so in a 0-0 draw against Liverpool in December. The Magpies have both scored and conceded in their last 8 home league games, and are unbeaten in their last 5 at St James's Park, winning 2 and drawing 3. And also Newcastle have lost just 1 of their last 8 Premier League games, winning 2, drawing 5, having lost 8 of their last 10 league matches prior to this one, winning 2. So that is the match stats for this game. Now, obviously, as you can see there, Newcastle are in a bit of a good run at the moment. That's obviously down to the form of the likes of Alan Saint-Maximin coming back from injury, the emergence of Joe Willock, who isn't going to be available in this game for them. So obviously that's going to be a big boost for us, because he's someone that does get late goals for them, obviously against Spurs, as I said, Liverpool, and then West Ham recently. But they do still sit 16th in the Premier League table, 36 points. They are 9 points off Fulham, who are in the relegation spot. So I think they're clear now in terms of safety. But yeah, I think Newcastle, they're a team that they have a few decent players there, not a great manager, and they underperform most seasons, and we should be beating these lot. Come on, even though we've been very poor, we should be beating them, but I still think we should be making a lot of rotational changes, which leads me straight in to my predicted lineup / my lineup for this game, as I do every single match day. So starting off in goal, Bernd Leno. I don't see the point right now in changing the goalkeeping spot. I thought he played quite well against Villarreal. Just keep it going, keep his confidence up, because we'll need it next week as well, because that's where all our eggs now there are firmly in that Europa League basket, in that second leg against Villarreal, where we do have to turn it around. So yeah, let's just go Leno. Right back, Hector Bellerin. Now again, Chambers did play, or maybe Cedric, but again, I think Bellerin, give him the nod in this game. He usually plays well next to LUIZ, and maybe Pepe in front of him, he'll do better. And I think Bellerin could be the right one for this game. Hector Bellerin. Left back, Kieran Tierney. The main reason for this is he needs to get a few minutes in my opinion. This could be very risky, but a huge but. I will make this risk because we need him back for that Villarreal game. If he can get 50, 60 odd minutes in now, then we can get him ready for that Villarreal game, because we need him there. Xhaka didn't play too bad, but we need him. This guy creates so much more. Xhaka doesn't cross the halfway line. We need Tierney back so badly. So I'm going to put him in. Back pairing, Gabriel, David Luiz. Quite simple for me. I want these two playing next to each other, especially David Luiz coming back from injury, and I want these two playing next week against Villarreal. Hopefully David Luiz is fine. He looked alright. He was on the bench. He was warming up, looking fine. So I want him starting in this game, and I want these two starting next week against Villarreal. So hopefully this is the trial run for that, and everything does go smoothly, and that's what we want to see. And hopefully they'll be ready for next week as well. That's the sort of thing so if it doesn't look strong, that's the only reason I want them ready for next week. Moving into midfield, first of all, Thomas Partey. Again, didn't play that great against Villarreal, but again, he is our top big money signing of the summer. So again, he's the guy who'll be hopefully running that midfield for us, and maybe play him again 60 odd minutes, take him off ready for that game against Villarreal. Next to him, Mohamed Elneny. Not interested in Xhaka, and not really interested in Ceballos either, because maybe Ceballos because he's not going to play on Thursday, but he doesn't want to be here. He literally come out in an interview and said La Liga suits me more. Don't play him after he said something like that. Yeah, he's going to leave anyway. So Mohamed Elneny next to him. In the number 10 role, Emil Smith Rowe. I will take Odegaard out for this game. He does look a bit maybe not fit at the moment. Maybe the system isn't fitting him at the moment, but I will take him out the firing line at this point and put Emil Smith Rowe in. I think he does better in that number 10 role, and I will stick to him that. None of this false 9 flipping. What was Arteta doing? But right hand side, Nicola Pepe. Again, Pepe, he played well against I think he was probably one of our best players against Villarreal, and I'll start him again now. Again, get him minutes in, get him started, and maybe you could play next week against Villarreal, who knows, but I'll go Pepe. Left hand side, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Main reason for this is, again, he's another one I want ready for that game against Villarreal, because obviously he's had malaria, he's come back, he looks like he's lost a lot of weight as well, so maybe get his strength a bit up against Newcastle, because look, he is our top striker, and we need him next week. It's as simple as that, and hopefully we can get him ready, get his fitness up, and he can be ready by Thursday. Up front as a main striker, following Balogun. This is just my choice. I know Arteta's going to go with Eddie Nketiah or something, or maybe put Aubameyang up front, maybe put Pep on the left, Saka on the right, I don't know, but I would personally go with Balogun. He signed the new contract, start him up front. Like, league's done, just start him, it doesn't hurt. Mate, I would lose this game 2-1 and have Balogun in the team. I would be much happier, much happier, because at least we get to see him in the Premier League. None of this Mulder Dundalk, see him against the Premier League sides, even if it's just Newcastle. That's just my opinion. But leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about the starting lineup. Do you agree or disagree? That is it. That is my predicted score, 1-1. I'm not confident going into this game whatsoever. Even though we should be beating these lot, my standards are we should be whacking them. But are we? Probably not. Big game is probably against Villarreal, which all of our eggs now in the Europa League basket, and I think he will ring the changes for this game, Arteta. Where he will do it, I'm not too sure, but I think all eyes are going to be on that game against Villarreal next week. We are 10th, we're like 6 points behind Everton or something crazy like that. It could be 9 points if they win their game in hand, so league's done. Let's hope we can get something out of this game just for the morale booster, ready for that all-important game against Villarreal against Unai Emery, the part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.